Hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. Okay, today I want to talk to you guys about something it's been on my mind for a bit. I think it's been on a lot of players' minds for the last month or so, especially since the gifting event came out, and that's the direction that the game is heading currently. Uh, you know, are you happy with it? Are you kind of indifferent with it, or are you really, kind of disenfranchised with it? Because I know a lot of the big YouTubers like Brian Grant, KT1, and so on, they're really disillusioned. I think, which led. I don't know if you've seen Brian Grant's video on this a few weeks ago about saying how he's left his alliance, his for Loki, and dropped back down because even with him being free to play now, he's not able to compete and stay competitive at that scale. If you haven't seen that, it's mainly because of all the rank 4 materials that were offered with those crystals, with the gifting crystals. So I think you could get like another 3, possibly 4 rank 4s when you know surprisingly Brian Grant doesn't even have 1. I think he could probably have 1 if he had completed all the different bits of content in the game. But when you compare someone with 1 to someone with 4, in the prestige, uh, the difference is extremely vast, and it's only going to get bigger. So the amount that they offered for pay to win is vastly different for this last Christmas compared to previous offers. So I think a lot of those guys are really unhappy with the direction that the game has kind of gone the last year or so. Um, and one of Brian Grant's points, kind of what I want to talk about today, is it's easier for people to just come in, whether they're amazing players, mediocre players, or brand new players. It's easy for those people to come in nowadays and almost buy their way, through content or on in the game. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I mean, it's those people that put the money into the game that keep the game going for everyone else, especially those big money, big spenders. But kind of cut a long story short, what I want to talk about is are you one of those people? Now, I'm not talking about just spending your money. I'm talking about spending units as well, because one of the things he was talking about, and I think even maybe KT1 or someone else might have touched on this as well, is that if as you're going through the game, if you complete all the content, in a calendar year, you can get X, Y, and Z rewards, which are really good rewards. But if you weren't to complete any of that content and just say grind arena for the entire year, spend your units on, let's say, if you only take 4th of July and Cyber Weekend, if you grind the whole year and buy all the offers for both just those 2 events, the rewards you will get are substantially better than what you would have done if you hadn't have done either of those and completed all the content available in that calendar year. So what those guys were saying is that's ridiculous, and it is ridiculous that is the state of the game. But are you one of those people? Are you becoming one of those people? Because I'm not ashamed to say that I am becoming one of those people. Because, and what I'm saying is, it's a struggle for me to complete a lot of the in-game content because I'm not anywhere near on the par as some of these other big YouTubers or great players, because I'm just definitely not. I'm not that good of a player. I'm mediocre at best, with champions that I should be able to complete everything in the game with, but I just haven't got the skill, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are the same, but it's such a struggle for me to complete a lot of this in-game content I'm having to use loads of resources. It's costing me units. I still enjoy to take it, but I'm just taking it extremely slowly, extremely slowly. But what I am doing is I'm saving my units for the big occasions, for 4th of July, for Cyber Weekend deals, so I can take advantage of those great offers that they put out. So to me, it is better to not waste my units on trying to complete content, not the really extremely difficult stuff. It's better for me to save my units for those big occasions. I can get more out of my units, more out of my time spent saving for those big events. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy doing the monthly content, the monthly side quests, having a crack at Act 7, doing some of the variants, all that sort of stuff. But I don't try to really hit it as hard as I possibly could. I don't spend as much time trying to familiarize myself with the nodes, because as you know, the further it goes on, like a lot of deeper in Act 7, I've just done like easy path through majority of it. But going back into it, at least for me, I can't be bothered to sit and read a book of nodes and trying to figure out the best chant for that node. It's just not that enjoyable for me, a lot of that sort of thing. So I'm going back and trying 100% Act 6, whatever. But what I'm getting at, guys, is, are you one of these people like me that is, are saving up your units for the big occasions? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm not saying that's right, I'm not saying that's wrong. Because if you have more fun trying to use your units, trying to use your items, try to complete content, more power. But if you're not aware of that, if you're not aware of those, those two deals, or deals throughout the year being better value than trying to waste your units on that, just have a look, because it's pretty mind-boggling the difference between completing content, at least the really difficult content, and just if you're not enjoying it that much, and you're just using all your units, you're getting a bit frustrated, maybe just set it to one side and just save those units, because it's much better value to go ahead and wait. Now, whether that's right or wrong, that's up to you to decide. If that's how you want to play the game or not. But I still play the game. I still enjoy the game, immensely. But I don't enjoy, doing a lot of the really hard slog. So to me, it's much more beneficial to advance my roster to go ahead and just save my units for those big events. Okay, guys. If that kind of rings true to you, then hit that subscribe button. Hit the like, and the next video I'm going to be doing is about saving up those units, trying to save up for the next big event. Because believe it or not, it's only about 5-6 months now, away till the 4th of July. So before you know it, it's going to be here. So I will do a next video on saving up the units and preparing for that. All right, thanks guys for watching. Take care. Bye for now.